Something in you wants more. And the second it rises, you do this thing. You reach for the list, the house, the job, the people who would trade places with you in a second. You count your blessings until the wanting sits back down and goes still. Then you call that peace. I did that for years. It was not peace. I'm Ayana. I write Operation Get Hot, and almost everything I write started as something I had to untangle for myself first. This was one of them, because the sentence running underneath all that counting every single time was, who am I to want more than this? So, let me say this before anything else lands, because I think you need to hear it first. The want is not greed. It is not the ugly, ungrateful part of you that has to keep apologizing for itself. The pull toward more, toward different, toward something that actually fits you, that is not a flaw in your character. That is the part of you that is still awake in there. And you were not born suspicious of it. You were trained into that. So whatever is going wrong here, it is not you. Here's what I think is actually happening. And it is going to sound a little strange at first. Somewhere along the way, gratitude stopped being a feeling and started becoming a job. It was supposed to be the warm thing that rises on its own when you notice your life is good. Instead, it became the thing you reach for to make a dangerous feeling sit down and be quiet. You do not count your blessings because you are moved. You count them because the wanting scared you, and counting is how you were taught to make it stop. And that is the difference no one points out. Real gratitude opens you. It makes the world feel bigger and you feel softer inside it. What a lot of us are actually doing does the opposite. It closes the door. It narrows what you are even allowed to consider. And a feeling that boxes your life in is not gratitude. It is obedience wearing gratitude's good shoes. Watch how the trap works, because it is elegant. It tells you it has to be one or the other. If you want more, you must not be grateful enough. And if you were really grateful, you would not want more. So every time the want shows up, you hear in your own voice that you are failing at being thankful. And you reach for the list to prove you are not that woman, the greedy one, the one everyone talks about. So the wanting goes still, and you call it contentment. It was never contentment. It was a leash with a very kind name. And notice which wants get the gate. It is never the respectable ones. Nobody talks you out of wanting to be a good mother or wanting to work hard. Those come with cover. It is the other ones, the other wants, with no justification attached. Wanting rest you did not earn first. Wanting to be wanted. Wanting a bigger life with nothing to point to for why you deserve it. Wanting something just because it is yours. Those are the ones that get counted away the fastest, because those are the ones where the only permission slip needed comes from you. But you were never too much. You just never got to find out what the right amount was, because the list came down like a gate every time you got close to the edge of it. So here is what I would offer you, and it is simpler than it sounds. You do not have to choose. That is the lie sitting in the middle of all this. You can be grateful for every part of your life and still refuse to call it the finish line. The thankfulness is real, the wanting is real, and one was never meant to silence the other. You are allowed to love your life with your whole chest and still want it to grow. That is not betrayal. That is just being someone who is still in here. So the next time the want rises, before you reach for the list, Try something. Leave the want where it is. Do not count it away. Let it sit and just be true instead of a problem to manage. You get to keep all of it. The life, the people, the gratitude. You just do not have to keep putting the most alive part of yourself back in its drawer. You were never ungrateful. You were just finally able to tell the truth about what you want. The list isn't going anywhere. Neither is the want. I write about living with both over at Substack at operationgethot. Links below. I'll be there. See you in the next one.